Yeah, hello and welcome to this tutorial about how to create a tactical map which looks similar to the ones that Relic produces for their maps. You may produce something that looks similar to this. This has been done for my personal map that I've created in World Builder called Crossing in the Woods. Yeah, so this is the result we want to produce, and the starting point for all this is this template file which you can download on CoH2.org. The link will be posted in the bottom of this video. Yeah, so you see here we have the bottom, some layer called map name underline mm. We have to load in here the automatically created tactical map which has been produced by World Builder, and yeah, you can find this in your map folder, map name underline mm, and we just open this now in Photoshop. We create a selection of the whole thing, copy it, edit, copy, go to the template, select the map name underline mm layer and paste it in there. So this is our starting point, and the first thing we want to do now is to create the water. As you can see here, it's somewhat bluish and fades at the edges of the map. So how do we do this? Basically, we go to World Builder again, load up your map. This is my my water source, so the water placement tool has been selected, and what you need to know is here the level of your water source. This is 19.7 for me, and what we now do is go to File, Export Water Map. Now you choose a location for that file, call it somehow, call it water map, save, and now you have to pick the maximum height, and you want to pick something that is above but close to your water level. So I pick 20, click OK, and the water map is saved in my map folder now. So I open this in Photoshop, and you can see here the water areas are shown as white and the non-water areas are shown as black. So what we do now is we copy this, edit, copy, go to the template, create it or paste it above the map name layer. So select the map name layer, go to edit, paste, and now it's in here. You see the scaling is off, but we're going to fix this right now. So first off, we start to give it a blending mode of screen, so we only see the white areas, and we want to also see the water of our map image, so we reduce the opacity slightly. And now we go to the move tool, click on the edge of the selection, and by this our transform options here appear. So now it's important to choose the reference point in the center and to link the both dimensions. And now we can just select the width and increase the size basically. So what you see, it's uniformly increasing the size with respect to the center. So we do this until our water map white layer aligns with the water of our tactical map, which is now the case, and then we accept this transformation. We increase the opacity again to 100, and now we can make a selection from this white area by going to Select, Color Range, take a sample from the white area, and you can see here a preview of your selection, hit OK, and now you see we have made a selection of that white area. We can now invisible this area and zoom in a bit, and what we notice is that the edge is a bit, it's not smooth and it's maybe a bit too big, so we are going to fix this now by going to Select, Modify, Smooth by say 3 points. This already makes the edge much smoother, and we also want to contract it, so select, modify, contract by say 3 pixels as well, and this is now much closer to how it looks like on my map. So this is the selection I want to go with, and now with this selection I activate the water layer, which is part of the template. Just click on it once, and then we go to Edit, Fill, Fill Black. And we get rid of the selection, and what you see is we have this blue overlay of our water map now. All the effects are already applied if you use the template. And yeah, now another nice feature of this template is we already created this overlay for, say, a summer map or also a winter map, however you like. And you can already preview how it looks like in the end. So by making this layer visible or invisible it again. So the water step is done. Next step is roads. These ones have to be done manually. And yeah, for this we have to select the roads layer over here, select the brush tool, pick a solid brush with a size of, say, I take 25 pixels for the big roads, and now I just paint directly on the map where the road is going. So this is my center road, this is the big one, and for the smaller roads I pick a size of 15. So say these ones, okay, this was not very precise, so undo, zoom in a bit. Do the same here. For even smaller roads, take a size of, say, 10 pixels. Like for example this one. You may do this more precisely than I do in this tutorial, and actually you may have to continue until you have covered all roads, and yeah, this might take a while, might not be worthy of showing in this tutorial, so I pause and come back to you once I'm finished. Okay, so I've finished drawing all my roads, and yeah, we can check again how this might look in the end by activating the overlay of our summer map. Yeah, this already looks quite good. One more thing that's missing is the buildings actually. So unselect this again, take the pre-made buildings layer. I have to choose a foreground color now for the buildings of dark gray. Pick the number 30, 30, 30. I take the polygonal lasso tool, and now yeah, I've got to make selections of the buildings. Start with the one here in the edge, or in the corner more. So go to Edit, Fill, Foreground Color. Do the same with all the other buildings. Say, oops, this one. Edit, Fill, Foreground Color. Yeah, depending on the amount of buildings you have on your map, this might take a while. I've got not so many, so I just continue doing this without pausing the tutorial. One more is left, hard to see, but it's here. Some little watchtower. Alright, and yeah, this is pretty much the overlay for buildings. So if you turn on the overlay again, you see them. Okay, maybe I unselect the selection. So here you see my buildings now on the overlay map, and comparing with a finished one. One more thing is now to show the actual playable area. And yeah, I want to go a bit deeper into this by going back to World Builder and turning on this new tool over here and the overlay. What you see here, actually, if you turn off the overlay, is the playable area, which you would know from CoH2 World Builder, is the edge of the actual map where you can play. Now in CoH2 it's a bit different. This also includes the area where off-map units appear on the battlefield. and not necessarily only the area where you can give commands to units. So this area is separated and you paint this by hand, so I guess you know what I'm talking about. And what you want to frame is actually this area, which is transparent and which is the area where you can actually give orders to your units. So with this in mind, you take a look, where is this border? We go back to Photoshop and we've got some pre-made frames for this, one for square maps, one for thin maps, and you may actually resize them as you like. I take this one now and it's already positioned correctly, I think. If it doesn't, you can move it, whatever. So I place it back to where it was, and once this is done, we can also turn on this shadow overlay, which you see in the end is also to be there, and that's pretty much it. The only thing left is now to fade streets and water in the area where you cannot give orders. So for this, we go back to the brush tool, take a smooth brush, quite big size, say 90 pixels, and we select the opacity mask of water first, and with this black brush we now just delete this from the map until the to the frame. So you can see here, and we do the same with the opacity mask for roads. So just delete it like this, this, and that's about it. So with this being done, you can save the map and then save it as TGA file. TGA, give it a name. Actually, the name has to be your map name underline MM, so it replaces the one that has been created by World Builder, and you save it as a 24-bit per pixel TGA file. Hit OK, and that's about it. So you have to create some duplicates of them in different sizes, for example for the lobby preview and the minimap, but I'm going into details of this in text form in the tutorial on CoH2.org, because yeah, it's quite cumbersome to give the names or the correct spelling of it just in this tutorial, but you will find all the details in the tutorial thread. So we're done here, and I thank you for your attention, and I hope this helps you creating yeah, awesome tactical maps. Goodbye.